All right, the solving continues. Look at this now. Look at this. Question 2a is saying that a box of chalk contains 5 white, 4 blue, and 3 yellow pieces of chalk. A piece of chalk is selected at random from the box and not replaced. A second piece of chalk is then selected. Draw a tree diagram to show all the possible outcomes. Now, let's talk about this. This is our tree diagram, right? That's our tree diagram. So we have been told that there were 5 white chalks, then there were 4 blue chalks, and 3 yellow chalks. All right, so what are we going to do? What is our total number of chalks in that box? The total number of chalks in that box, there are 12. So out of these 12, after the first pick was picked, it wasn't replaced back, bringing us to the total of 11 chalks in the second pick. All right, so we are not sure which chalk was picked that wasn't replaced back. It could be a white. So in the first trial, what is the probability of picking a white chalk? It is 5, but out of how many? 12. So we're going to write 5 out of 12. Then in the second, maybe it wasn't white, right? Or even before we even go to the next, let's get to assume that that same white that was picked, it wasn't replaced back in this box. So that makes the total of white to be, instead of 5, there will be 4 white. Okay? And then the numbers of blue will still maintain to be 4, and the number of yellows to maintain to be 3. So it will be now 4 out of 11. All right? Then it will be 4 out of 11 for that. 4 out of 11. All right? Then we have 3 out of 11. Okay? Then we say, no, maybe it wasn't even white. The chalk that was picked, maybe it was blue. So if it was blue, what is the probability of picking blue in the first trial? It will be 4 out of 12. So we say 4 out of 12. So if it was blue, that means the total number, all right, that means the total number of the white will maintain to be 5, but for blue will reduce because that blue which was there wasn't replaced. And then the total number of yellow will maintain to be 3. All right? So, but it will be out of 11 because of that blue which wasn't replaced. So if it will pick for white it will be 5 out of 11. Then for blue it will now be 3 out of 11. Then for yellows to maintain 3 out of 11. Then we say maybe it wasn't evenly blue, it was yellow. So picking yellow to be 3 out of 12. But in the second trial, it will no longer be 3, but it will be 2. Because of that yellow which was picked first, so to be 5 white to maintain. Then we say 4 blue maintain, but for yellow will be 2. So in the second, it will be 2 out of 11. 2 out of 11. But here for blue, it will maintain to be 4 out of 11. And for white, it will maintain 5 out of 11. This is how you get to illustrate on the tree diagram. All right, this is just to help you. It's not even necessarily in your question in answering this. This one is to guide you to say that's how you go about it. All right, so my good friends, if we are to pick white, that means in the second trial the number of white will reduce. It was 5, now it's 4 out of 11. If we are to pick blue, that means the number of blue will reduce. All right, instead of 4, it will be 3 out of 11. If it was yellow, it will be 2 out of 11, like that. Then the others, those which are not affected, will maintain their total, but out of the 11. So we have managed to illustrate on the tree diagram. Let's check out the next video as we get now to answer the question that follows. So the next question I was saying, find the probability of selecting piece of chalk of the same color. All right, let's check it out.